Good morning, guys. It's Thursday, the 18th of June. Welcome to your Thursday morning workout. It's the day after the midweek, so it's almost the end of the week, but not quite, but almost there. So we've got a really simple little workout for you today. And most of the work is not so much in a cardiovascular exercise. It's not going to get your heart rate up that much, but there's lots of unilateral, single-sided work that we're going to focus on. And we're going to focus on glutes engaging, midline working, firing in your mechanics that we're really looking for, making sure that you're working slowly. So today's workout, we've got single leg hip extensions, right? So we're lying on your back, bridging up into a bridge, and we're doing 5 sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're doing 10 reps on the left, 10 reps on the right. Back into 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 5 sets. The focus is to move slowly, making sure the glutes are pushing all the way up the top, make sure the glutes are working, not the quadriceps or the hamstrings or the lower back. And that's going to be the workout. We've got quite a bit of work. Okay, we do have an optional finisher, I should say, a lot of midline work here, and we do have quite a bit of work in our shoulder prep, our mobility, and also in our project inverted session number 8 today. So this is where a lot of the work is going to be. Quite a bit of work in hip extension and getting the glutes to fire over here, and a bit of midline work at the end. It should still take you a good 45 minutes to an hour for your workout today. All right, guys, so let's have a quick look at your single leg shoulder bridge or your single leg hip extension. Okay. So lots of little things that we can really focus on with this movement. What we're looking for, feet and knees together. Often people start doing this work with the feet too far away. It can also be done with the feet too close. Good, shoulders back and down. Okay, don't want to see the shoulders round. You're not pushing through the arms, but the shoulder blades are back. And then this rib cage needs to be pulled down to the floor, so the smaller the back is pressing into the floor. Chin tucked in. Okay, lengthening the back of the neck, knees together, and you lift one leg up into the air. Okay, keeping the weight on the heels, getting this leg to press up. You're going to press the hip up into the air, inhale, press up, hop, exhale, roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back, smaller back, one, inhale, press up, hop, exhale, roll down, two. If you want to point the toes, you can point the toes. If you don't have the flexibility for a straight leg, you can bend the knee slightly, as long as this knee doesn't go too far away from the hips. Keep the knee nice and close above the hip to keep that center of gravity close. This knee is not falling out the side. This knee needs to stay towards the middle of the body. Inhale, press up, hop, exhale down, 2, inhale, press up, hop, exhale down, 3, pressing up, hop, exhale down, 4. It's very easy to do this, right? And then you end up pressing downwards with the quadricep. And what happens is this fire. So what happens is the quadricep pushes downwards, that's what lifts the hips up. But what's happening now is my glutes aren't firing, my quadricep is firing. So you've got to be mindful about your movement and making sure that your hips are doing the work of lifting the body up into the air, and that's what's going to engage the glutes. Exhale, roll back down. All right, you do 10 reps on the left, 10 reps on the right. If you need to do a bit of a roll from side to side to release the low back, then release. You may find that if you start to get tired in your glutes, your low back is going to work, so you need to make sure that the rib cage stays connected. If you do start to feel the low back, I want you to rest. Make sure you get work back into the glutes. Keep the stomach tight. So from there, press up, hop, rib cage tight, roll back down. 10 on the left, 10 on the right, work through your reps. That is your single leg bridge or single leg hip extension. Okay, glute mechanics, good hip mechanics. Those exercises are what's going to give you a better squat, a better lunge, in and out of the chair better. It makes everything better. So focus on moving really slowly. Okay, so that's going to be your workout for today. Our optional finisher for today. We're going to do 3 to 5 rounds. Let's have a quick look at the board. 3 to 5 rounds. We've got 30 seconds of hollow rock, which I'll show you. 30 seconds of sit-ups. Rest for 30 seconds. 30 seconds of a Superman hold. 30 seconds of a floor back extension. Rest for 30 seconds. So we've got 2 stomach exercises. Okay, for 30 seconds each with a rest, 2 back exercises with a 30-second rest. Let's have a look at the 30-second of hollow hold. So the hollow hold is just a holding position, and the scaling for this is just to keep that rib cage connected. So I don't want to feel the low back arching. You've got to focus on keeping this low back flat into the floor. So this is engaging, stomach nice and tight, chin tucked in, up body up. Don't lose this rib cage. Keep this rib cage curled up. Deep inhale. Okay, some of you, this may be enough work. Okay, if your neck starts to get tired, take one hand behind your head, but this is where the focus is. Okay, next position is there, and you may find that this, just holding it there is going to work at the time you're ready. Okay, if you can progress from there, chin tucked in, arms to 45. As those arms go backwards, make sure the rib cage doesn't fall backwards. Keep those arms overhead and connect into the rib cage so the work is there. Then the legs straight, next progression, and eventually you're going to take those legs as low as you can without the low back arching up off the floor. Low back stays flat. Hold, 30 seconds. Watching the clock. Oh, 30 seconds. If you can't hold the full 30 seconds, gets you 15 seconds and you're shaking, then bend the knees in, just reduce the intensity a little bit, keep the upper body up. If you get to 20, 30 seconds, bring your arms down by sides. Oh, 30 seconds rest. Okay, that's going to be your work. So depending on how strong you are, depends on how open you are on your arms and your legs. Low back staying flat, rib cage staying connected. That's your hollow hold. Next one from that, 30 seconds to sit-ups. Chin tucked in. It's going to be tired because you've just done the work of the hold, and chin tucked in. Throw the arms, 2. Throw the arms all the way up, 3 for your sit-ups. Okay. The next work, your option for sit-ups is just to keep the knees bent. You just do a stomach crunch. 1, elbows to the knees. 2. This stays exactly the same position. It's not my head moving backs and forwards. 3. If that's too much, feet on the floor. 1. Low back stays flat. 2. And feel the work in the stomach crunch. So it's 30 seconds of hollow hold with whatever scaling you choose. 30 seconds of sit-ups or knees bent or feet flat on the floor sit-ups. Then 30 seconds of rest. Get your breath. Shouldn't be too out of breath. Then we're doing 30 seconds of a Superman hold. So full Superman hold, what we're looking for, is going to be lying flat on the floor, tummy tucked in. And what I'm looking for is to make sure that this part of the tummy is tucked in nice and tight to protect the low back. The more you can connect this rib cage, the low back is going to work, but it's going to be supported by those abdominals. Knees locked out, shoulder blades back, chin tucked in. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Hold, knees locked out. I don't want to see this. Okay, Superman flies with straight legs, squeeze the glutes, lock the knees, shoulders back, tummy tight. Holding for 30 seconds. If that's too much work, hands underneath the forehead, squeeze the glutes, lock the knees, lift up, hold, and hold for 30 seconds. If that's too much for work for you, you can just do the upper body without lifting the feet up off the floor. Okay, 30 seconds of hold of that. Then we're going to do 30 seconds of back extensions. So from there, if you've gone from there, you can either do straight arms, straight legs, or you can bring the hands in, straight arms, straight legs. Make sure you're lifting from the hips. Okay, I'm not lifting with the knees. Or if you need to do just a back extension hold, you can hold. If you are prone to lower back pain and lower back tightness, try and work a little bit lighter into this movement. Don't work too hard. I don't want you to tighten up those lower back muscles too much. Okay, the more work you do here, that's going to get tighter and may pull up into your lower back. If you need to rest, push back into a stretch, or feel that lower back stretch after doing those Superman holds and back extensions. Rest for 30 seconds. That's one round. Go back into your second round. Hollow hold. 30 seconds of sit-ups. Rest 30 seconds. 30 seconds Superman back extensions. Hold. 30 seconds back extensions. Rest for 30 seconds. You're trying to do 5 rounds. Okay. Obviously, the more rounds you do, the more work you're going to get done. If you want to do less rounds, do less rounds. If you want to do more rounds, do more rounds. That's your work. That's your finisher. That's where the work is in doing that stuff slowly and focusing, making that the transverse and your core is working as hard as you can. Okay, guys, that's your workout. That's your optional finisher. Stick with us. I'm going to take you through the warm-up. I'm going to take you through project inverted number 8. Right, guys, so warm-up for this morning. What we have got, we've got a 5K run, row, cycle. 5 minutes, get your heart rate up, come back in. Then we're going to go through a 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. What we're looking for is we're looking for 10 T-spine rotations with shoulder rolls, which I'll show you what we're going to do. And we do 6-point burpees. Do 10 reps of those, 10 reps of those. Then we do 8 reps, 6, 6, 4, 4, 2, 2. The burpees are going to get your heart rate up. Okay, if we're not doing burpees, I'm going to take you through a few scaling options for those as well. So first one, T-spine rotations with a shoulder roll. We're going to start in a kneeling position. We're just looking for mobility through the thoracic spine and mobility through the shoulder girdle. So from here, shoulder blades are pulled back. Make sure the square position, I don't want to see too much of this, not too far away. Hips are directly over the knees, shoulders directly over the hands, shoulder blades pulled back, chin tucked in, tuck the lower tummy in so you're not arching into the lower back too much. From there, you're going to turn, up, turn to the side, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to reach through underneath the arm, stretch, 1, 2, 3, open up, stretch, 1, 2, 3, stretch through, 1, 2, 3. Doing probably about 5 rotations on the one side, other side. 1, 2, 3, turn, 1, 2, across the chest, 3, 1, 2, 3. Also rotating the spine, 1, 2, 3, 5 rotations on that side. Okay, so we do 5 on the left, 5 on the right, that's 10 in total. Then we're going to do 6-point burpee. So just a normal burpee, knees to floor, chest to floor, touch, pop. 1, jump back, jump up. 2, looking for 10 burpees. If you're not doing burpees, you can do a kick back, shoulders back, chest back. 1, hop. 2, if you're not doing burpees, okay, either because you're hinging in your hips, don't like it, you do just a normal air squat, hips pressing back, hop. 2, do 10 air squats. Then you go back into your spine rotations. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, turn to the side, do 4 on the one side, do 4 on the other side, that's your 8. And then do 8 burpees or 8 air squats or 8 kickbacks. 3 on each side, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, work your way all the way down the ladder, and that's your warm-up. Next thing we're going to, shoulder prep. So what we're looking for the shoulder prep is we're looking for some internal and external rotation of the shoulder girdle. So we're trying to create mobility, to create safe range of movement when it comes to doing some of the shoulder work that we're looking over here. So we're going to do 30 seconds of internal, external rotation of shoulder, and we're going to do 1 minute in a split stance T-spine rotation. I'll show you what that looks like. Right, so we're doing our lying internal and external rotations. So what we're looking for is, the easiest way to do this is to lie on your side. If you want to do a bent knee, you can do a bent knee. If you need to put something under your head, you can, but ideally what you're looking for is your chin's going to rest on your shoulder, and your elbow needs to be about 90 degrees to your body. What we're looking for is trying to get as much rotation through the shoulder as we can. So from there, we're going to pull this hand down, rotate, and you're going to use a little bit of pressure just to tilt out. 1, 2, 3, and turn back. Pull back. 1, 2, 3, 2, and pull down. 1, 2, 3. It's very easy to push down too hard on this, and you're going to feel a big stretch or even pain down the back of the shoulder, which you want to avoid. Right, so make sure that you're only pressing this hand down as much as is comfortable to allow an increase in range of mobility in the shoulder joint, and not so much that you're causing pain on that shoulder. So rotate, press through, and then back through. 1, 2, 3, press back. Safe range of movement. 1, 2, 3. If you have this hand too far away from you, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, so make sure this elbow is also at 90 degrees and the elbow to press down. Do 30 seconds on the one side, or between 5 and 10 rotations if you're not doing it to time. And then do the other side, 30-second rotations on the right side, 5 or 10 times on that side. Okay, then we do a split stance T-spine rotation. So what we're looking for, we're going to start in a split stance, feet nice and wide. I'm going to press my hip to one side. So I'm going to go almost into like a Cossack squat, stretch the inside of the leg, stretch, hand comes to the floor, and I'm going to turn. 1, 2, 3. Other side, keep on the side, turn. 1, 2, 3, not so good. Then change other side. Stretch, hand on the floor. 1, 2, 3. Feel the stretch inside the leg, turn towards the knee. 1, down that side. 3, back to the side. And you're going to try and get as much stretch in there, and then turn the body. 1, 2, 3. So I'm pushing through the bottom arm, stretching to the top arm. This side, pushing through the right arm, and this is a little bit tighter. 1, 2, that's a bit better. 3. And every time, try and improve or increase your range of movement through the chest, shoulder, and through the back. Okay, so that's the shoulder prep work. So we're doing that internal, external shoulder rotations lying on the side. You can do a second round. Again, 3, 4, 5 reps. Make sure the range of movement is good, that there's no pain. Go back into your split stance rotations, and we're doing the split stance rotations on the side. Then we've got project inverted number 8 for you. So today we have got what we call a death by handstand hold. Doesn't sound awesome, huh? So death by handstand hold basically means you're going to die doing the handstand. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 seconds of hold. We're going to do a 10-second hold in a handstand. Then we're going to rest for 10 seconds. Then we're going to do a 20-second hold. Going to rest for 20 seconds. Do a 30-second hold. Rest for 30 seconds. And we're going to keep going down that ladder all the way up, 1 minute, until eventually you can't reach the required amount of time. You're going to die. You're like, oh, 1 minute, 50 seconds, 55, 57. And you don't make 1 minute, then you don't go anymore. If you make your 1 minute, then you get 1 minute rest, and then you do 1 minute, 10 seconds. And you keep going down the ladder until you can't make your round for that round. Okay, so we're going to go through the different progressions, the different holds, to make sure that your shoulders stay safe the whole way through that movement. Let's see what those are. Okay, so we've got 3 different progressions you can use for this. Actually, we've got 4 progressions. So the first progression is just to do a normal tall plank. So it's like a push-up position, shoulders back, chest up, stomach tight, tuck, hold for 10 seconds, set your clock, 10, 9, 8, 7. And that's your first progression. So particularly for people who battle with this overhead position, okay, or locking those arms out, a good plank position is what's going to help you get stronger through the core as well as through the shoulder girdle. Your second is to do a bit of a pike, so push back. Push back to the shoulders again. Push back as far as you're comfortable. Press back to the shoulders. Hold 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, all the way through. 10 seconds. Rest. Shake the hands out. Shake the shoulders out. Good. Go for 20 seconds. So if you're going to use a plank position, hold a plank position. If you do a pushback for the strong overhead position, do a pushback. You can do any kind of variation in between as well. It's just time in that shoulder girdle in the stomach. Third one is we're going to do a pike up on the wall. So we're going to take our feet up the wall. All right, and what we're looking for, again, is locking out through the elbows, pushing back through the hips, getting the hips over the shoulders as much as possible. So you're going to start, elbows locked out, head tucked in, feet come up the wall, push back to the hips, press, and we're going to hold 10, 9, 8, and we're going to hold for 10 seconds, shake the shoulders out, go for 20 seconds. 20 seconds rest, 30 seconds, etc. The last progression is to do a full kick up onto the wall. Okay, so if you don't like doing a handstand, if you haven't got to that feeling of being upside down yet, then a good option is to do the pike. Okay, also take some work over the shoulders, and then the last option is to do a full kick up on the wall. So from there, kick out, arms locked out, kick up. So find your position. Remember not to let the bum collapse onto the wall. Squeeze the glutes, push up on the rib cage, lock through the arms, press and hold, 10 seconds, and then take 6 seconds back down. Shake it out. 10 seconds rest. Go for 20 seconds. 20 seconds rest. 30 seconds. If you are so good with your handstands that you do a freestanding handstand, go for a freestanding handstand, lock it out, hold for 10 seconds, shake it back down. Kick up, freestanding handstand, 20 seconds, shake it back down, lock it back up. Okay, your other option is also to start doing a bit of like a lean away. So if you want to start working on your handstand balance during this time, so even while you're doing that lockout, you're holding and you're bringing your feet up off the wall and you're trying to find that balance position, stomach tight. Okay, but it makes you staying upside down. Go as far up the ladder as you can. That is your shoulder progression, project inverted session number 8. Let's have a look, see what the last little bit of workout is for the WOD prep. Okay, so the last little bit of workout for the prep, we've already done warm up, we've done some good mobility work, we've done that inverted work for the project handstand. Last little bit of work before into hip extension is just to find a good progression for these hip extensions on the side. Right guys, so remember, you're just going to review the movement, make sure you're firing nicely into your glutes, do 5 reps on the left, 5 reps on the right, and if you feel like you're good to go, you can go for it. 10 reps on the left, 10 reps on the right, that's your workout, you're doing 5 rounds. Remember, if you feel like you're starting to take too much work into the back, maybe scale your reps down. The only way to scale this down is to scale your reps. You can also scale this work here by doing a double leg shoulder bridge. Okay, so some of you with an unstable pelvis or a locked SRJ or too much who aren't strong enough to do a single leg work, you can do a double leg shoulder bridge. Both hips press up, roll back down along the spine, and you can do 20 reps, up to 20 reps to get that work done. Give it a bit of a rest. Go for your second set, a bit of a rest, third set, etc. the whole way through. Guys, that's the workout. That's your Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Then it is like the last day before the end of the weekday. See you tomorrow morning.